Be me, 29, data analyst for a mid-sized logistics firm. Life is a series of spreadsheets, routines, and calculated risks. Wake up at 5:30 a.m. every day. Grind coffee beans, exactly 18 grams. Pour over water at 94 degrees Celsius. The silence of the morning is my sanctuary. Girlfriend Jessica, 26, sleeps until 8:30 a.m. She works in social media management for a startup that sells overpriced candles. We've been together for 4 years. I pay the mortgage, the utilities, the groceries, the internet. She pays for her oat milk lattes and experiences. To her, I am the backdrop. I am the NPC in her movie, where she is the main character. She calls me stable. She says it like it's a slur. Like stable means dead inside, rather than reliable foundation. It's a Tuesday evening. I'm cooking dinner. Sous vide chicken breast, roasted asparagus, quinoa. Nutritionally balanced, cost-effective, delicious. Kitchen is spotless because I clean as I go. Jessica walks in, eyes glued to her phone. Doesn't say hello. Sits at the island, sighs loudly. My God, Anon, it's just so quiet in here. I continue searing the chicken. Hello to you too, Jess. How was work? Stifling, literally suffocating. We had a meeting about candle wicks for 2 hours. She looks around the apartment. It's clean, modern, minimalist. Everything works, no leaking taps, no flickering lights. Do we do this every night? Chicken, quinoa, silence. I plate the food. It's dinner, Jess, it's fuel. What do you want? A mariachi band. She rolls her eyes. I want passion. I want unpredictability. I feel like I'm rotting in this suburbia. I'm 26, Anon, I'm supposed to be living. I put the plate in front of her. Eat before it gets cold. She pokes the chicken with a fork. See, this is what I mean. You just fix things, you feed me, you pay bills, but where's the asterisk soul? I take a bite. The chicken is perfectly cooked. The soul is in the consistency, Jess. The soul is knowing you have a home to come back to. She laughs, a dry, humorless sound. That's not a soul, Anon, that's a cage. 2 weeks later. The cage talk wasn't a one-off. She's been distant. Coming home late. Smelling like incense and cheap tobacco. Talking about vibrations and manifesting. I know the signs. I analyze patterns for a living. The data points to a departure. Friday night. I'm reading a book on woodworking joinery. She stands in front of the TV. We need to talk. I close the book, keep a finger on the page. Okay. I can't do this anymore. The routine, the 5:30 a.m. coffee, the spreadsheets, I'm suffocating. I look at her face. She's rehearsed this. Probably in the mirror, while listening to Lana Del Rey. There's someone else, isn't there? She flinches. It's not about him. It's about asterisk me asterisk, finding myself. Who is he? His name is Damien. He's a photographer. He lives in the city. He understands art, Anon. He understands that life is messy. Damien. I can already picture him. Beanie in summer, rolled up trousers, parents pay his rent. So you're leaving me for Damien because I'm too stable. I'm leaving because you're boring, Anon. You're comfortable. I don't want comfortable. I want fire. I nod slowly. No shouting. No tears. The logic is sound from her perspective, flawed from mine, but irreconcilable. Okay. She blinks. Okay. Yes, if you're unhappy, you should go. I'll help you pack. She looks disappointed. She wanted a fight. She wanted me to beg, to promise to change, to buy a motorcycle. She wanted a scene for her mental movie. I stand up and walk to the closet. Pull out her suitcases. I think you can fit most of your clothes in the big one. I'll box up your books. The breakup is efficient. She is gone by Sunday. Damien picks her up in a rusted 2004 Volvo station wagon. He looks exactly as I predicted. Neck tattoos, looks like he hasn't showered in 3 days. He glares at me like he's rescuing a princess from a dragon. I hand him a box of her shoes. Lift with your knees, not your back. He sneers. Keep your advice, corporate shill. They drive off. The exhaust pipe falls off halfway down the street. I watch them go. Close the front door. Lock it. The silence returns. It is heavy, but it is mine. Month 1. The adjustment period. The apartment is too big. Ghost echoes of her complaining about the thermostat. I remove all traces of her. Deep clean the carpets. Repaint the bedroom a slate gray she hated. My bank account balance jumps significantly. No more $15 cocktails. No more impulse trips to glamping sites. No more covering her half of the rent she forgot. I have time. I join a high-end gym. Not Planet Fitness. A place with steel, chalk, and no music. I lift heavy objects and put them down. The physical pain distracts from the mental dullness. I focus on work. Automate 3 major reporting processes. Boss notices. Promotes me to senior analyst. 20% raise. I put it all into index funds and a savings account labeled Project Walnut. Month 3. I start the woodworking. Buy a high-end table saw and chisels. Turn the garage into a workshop. The smell of sawdust replaces the smell of her vanilla perfume. I decide to build a dining table. Walnut live edge, butterfly joints. It requires patience. Sanding for hours. Working through the grits. 80, 120, 180, 220, 400. It's meditative. My hands get rough. Calluses form. I lose 15 pounds of soft, boyfriend fat. Gain 10 pounds of muscle. I look in the mirrors. I look tired but sharp. Dangerous, almost. Like a tool that has been sharpened. Meanwhile, the surveillance. I don't follow her, but mutual friends talk. And she posts everything public on Instagram. The honeymoon phase with Damien. Photos of them in a cramped loft apartment. Mattress on the floor. Captions like minimalism is freedom and living for the art. She looks thinner, but not in a healthy way. Bags under her eyes, hidden by filters. Damien posts photos of her. My muse. Usually her half-naked, smoking a cigarette. She hates smoking. Or she used to. Another post, selling some clothes, DM for prices. Rent must be due. Damien's photography career consists of taking pictures of pigeons and garbage cans. I scroll past. Go back to sanding my table. Month 6. I need materials for the table legs. Go to a specialty steel fabricator on a Saturday morning. Place is dusty, smells of ozone and welding. There's a woman at the counter arguing with the fabricator. She's holding a blueprint. Look, the tensile strength needs to be higher. This is for a load-bearing architectural shelf, not a decorative piece. If you use the cheap alloy, it snaps. Do I need to teach you your own job? Voice is calm, cold, authoritative. She's wearing a trench coat, sharp glasses, hair in a tight bun. Fabricator looks terrified. Sorry, Miss Vance, we'll redo it. She turns around. See me waiting. She sighs, adjusting her glasses. Competence is a dying currency. I nod. Agreed, most people want the shortcut. She looks at my sketch for the table legs. Raises an eyebrow. Walnut top. Yes, 2-inch slab. Needs heavy gauge steel to prevent wobbling. Smart, don't use powder coat. Use a blackened patina. Ages better. I was planning on gun bluing it. Her eyes light up for a fraction of a second. Gun blue, classy, high maintenance but worth it. I don't mind maintenance. She extends a hand. Elena, architect. Anon, data analyst. Grip is firm, cold hands. Nice to meet you, Anon. If this guy tries to sell you the 16-gauge steel, walk away. He has a stash of 10-gauge in the back. She walks out. I watch her go. No main character swagger. Just efficiency and purpose. I buy the 10-gauge steel. Month 8. The table is finished. It's a masterpiece. I invite a few friends over for steaks. Elena is there. I ran into her again at the lumber yard. We started talking about brutalist architecture and yield curves. Turns out she lives 3 streets away. She owns her house. She's 31. She hates noise. She hates vibes. She likes order, precision, and quality. We are sitting at the table I built. Eating ribeyes I reverse-seared. Drinking a 2015 Cabernet. Music is low jazz, barely audible. Elena runs her hand along the edge of the table. The grain direction is perfect here. You accounted for seasonal expansion. Of course, wood breathes. She looks at me. A small, genuine smile, rare for her. You're a very capable man, Anon. It's refreshing. We don't have wild, chaotic sex swinging from chandeliers. We have intense, focused, attentive intimacy. Afterwards, we lie in silence. It's not an awkward silence. It's a comfortable vacuum. She doesn't ask me what I'm thinking. She knows I'm probably thinking about the structural integrity of the roof or the stock market opening. And she loves that about me. The crash, the X. It's been almost a year. My phone buzzes at 11:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. Unknown number. I know who it is. I ignore it. Buzzes again. And again. Voicemail. I listen to it the next morning while grinding my coffee. Voice is shaky, crying. Anon, hey, it's Jess. I know it's been a while. I don't know who else to call. Can we talk, please? I check her Instagram for the first time in months. The Muse photos are gone. Damien is tagged in photos with a new girl. A 19-year-old model with pink hair. Jess's recent posts are depressing. Photos of her in a messy studio apartment. Captions about betrayal and toxic masculinity. She looks exhausted. Aged 5 years in one. I delete the voicemail. Go to work. 2 days later. She's waiting outside my office building. She knows I leave at 5:00 p.m. exactly. She looks rough. Clothes are wrinkled. Hair is frizzy. She sees me and lights up, a desperate, hungry look. Anand. She runs over. Try to hug me. I step back politely. Jessica, what are you doing here? She freezes, hurt by the rejection. I needed to see you. You didn't answer my calls. I was busy. Anon, it's been a nightmare. You were right. You were right about everything. Here it comes. The script flip. Damien, he's a child. He used me. He borrowed money and never paid it back. He cheated on me with some teenager. She wipes a tear. I missed you. I missed us. I missed this. She gestures to my suit, my clean watch, my general aura of stability. I realized that what I thought was boring was actually peace. I want peace, Anan. I want to come home. She reaches for my hand again. I made a mistake. I'm ready to settle down now. I've got the partying out of my system. We can start over. The audacity. She thinks she went on a Rumspringa and can just return to the farm. She thinks I've been paused in stasis, waiting for her to press play. I look at her. I feel nothing. No anger, no sadness, just mild pity. Like seeing a bird fly into a window. Jessica, you can't come home. What, why? I know you're hurt, but... I'm not hurt, I'm just occupied. A car horn honks lightly. We both look. A sleek black Audi A7 pulls up to the curb. The window rolls down. It's Alina. She looks immaculate. Silk blouse, hair perfect, expensive sunglasses. She doesn't look at Jessica. She looks at me. Ready, the reservation is at 6:00. Traffic is building on the bridge. Jessica looks at the car. Then at Alina. Her face goes pale. She recognizes her. Wait, is that Alina Vance? I nod. You know her. Jessica's voice trembles. She was the consultant who came into my old job. She fired half the marketing team. I used to call her the Ice Queen. Jessica looks back at me, horror dawning. You're with her, but she's so cold, she's boring, she's everything you are. I smile. A genuine, warm smile. Exactly, she's stable, she's brilliant, and she builds things instead of breaking them. I check my watch. I have to go, Jessica, take care of yourself. I walk to the car. Open the passenger door. Sit inside. The smell of rich leather and subtle, expensive perfume. Quiet classical music playing. Alina puts the car in gear. Who was that? She asks, not looking back. Someone I used to know. She was looking for a savior. Alina smirks. We don't do saviors, we do partners. Correct. I look out the window as we drive away. Jessica is standing on the sidewalk. Small, shrinking in the rearview mirror. The city lights blur past. We are heading to a wine tasting. Then home to our quiet, clean, perfectly organized life. It is boring. It is predictable. It is absolutely perfect. By me. Happy.